Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and we're not actually Blanton's. We're going to be doing next. First, we're starting out with Elmer T. This is going to be a comparison between a bottle that I bought in. When did I buy this one? 20. Is that not right on here? I swear I did. All right. Oh, shoot. When did I buy it? 23 and 24. Pardon me. Hold on a second. I thought I had written on there when I bought these bottles. So anyways, we got two different bottles. I believe I bought this one. We'll correct it if I'm wrong, but I believe I bought this in 2023, and then I bought this one in 2024. We're just going to compare them, see if there's flavor drift, how different they are, which one I like better. We're starting out with these because these are ringing in at 90 proof. And then after we do this, we'll go into Blanton's, which is coming in at 93 proof. And then we'll jump into the Maker's 46, which is coming in at 94 proof. And then the E.H. Taylor, which is bottled in bond. They're small batch, so that's 100 proof. Then we got Weller 107 coming in at 107. Then we got two Stags that we're going to do. So that's kind of the order. Just straight away, I can see that this one is slightly darker. The newer one is slightly darker than this one. Come on, computer. So I have just a bunch of things open on my computer right now, and so it is extremely slow opening everything up. But let's see here. What can we do to kill time? So pick these up, I believe, for the exact same price, 1 year apart. They did not raise the price on me on those. And we'll get to that here too. So here we go. E.H. Taylor. Gotta find it. Elmer T. Picked them both up for $28.79. And I picked this up in, so the old one I picked up in July of 23. July 2023. And then the new one, which is the 2024 release, I picked up in January of 2025. Just picked this up a couple of weeks ago. And so, yeah, we got a 2023 bottling and a 2024 bottling. And so it'll be interesting just to see, what kind of differences there are. Like I said, just color alone, you can see that the brand new one is several shades darker. Now, this is going to be the neck pour, so that'll be interesting. And I will say this, in that 2023 release, it was not a standout in my mind amongst bourbon or whiskey in general. Now, I will say this, at $28.79, these are phenomenal. I've seen these particular bottles go anywhere from $150 to $300 on secondary, which is absolutely asinine. Like, that's totally ludicrous. There is no reason to ever pay anywhere near that much for a $30 bottle of whiskey. That being said, let's get into it. It's really this, so 2023's on my right, probably your left. It's sweet in the nose. It's actually kind of lacking that classic Buffalo Trace profile. It's kind of butter, cotton candy, dark brown sugar. Like, there's light sweet notes and there's dark sweet notes, both emanating out of this. There's a little bit of like red hard candy in there. Just a slight bit of that floral note. Interesting. Okay, going into the 2020 like I said, I bought it in January 2025, so we pretty sure. What date did I buy it? I bought it on the 9th. So there's no way that this was dumped out in 25. So, well, that's why I'm saying this is the 2024 release and a 2023 release. Okay, interestingly, this is more sweet, buttered popcorn, caramel corn kind of. This one has a more buttery richness, almost has a viscosity in the nose. And it definitely has a light drizzled brown sugar caramel to it, whereas this is more of your confectioner sugar and a dark brown sugar. Yeah, this one has a lighter sweetness in the nose, kind of more getting into that graham cracker kind of a thing. Buttery. On the nose, 2024 is taking it. Okay, let's get in on 2023 palate. Not very interesting. It's watery thin, a little bit sharp and bitey. It's bitey like a rye. There's a lot of graham cracker. There's a light sweetness, like it's not a sugary sweetness. It's just a light sweetness that kind of comes in, kind of like a flavored vodka thing, where like you're getting a flavor of sweetness without actually it being very sweet. Yeah, it had like a little bit of spikiness to it. There's a little bit of oak bitiness to it, bitterness to it. Honestly, it's not that great. The 2023. Yeah, there's like a little sourness up front. It's not that great, but it's definitely not bad. I would pay, like if this was in the teens to 20s, I would say, yep, you're right in line. As far as like it could be, you don't really know what you're getting into kind of thing. It's good or it's okay. It's like a C plus, let's say, on the palate. The nose got a lot sweeter. So we'll give it that. Okay, going in on the 2024. Ooh, man. Sweet, dark caramel on the nose that time. So instead of being light sweet, it went into dark sweet. Like that. Like a buttery, rich Christmas caramel. Ooh. 2024 is way better. This has a a bitter through line that from start to finish, there was just this tannic bitterness that start to finish was there. I didn't really like that. This has a creamy, buttery, rich silkiness on the tongue, coupled with a light caramel drizzle, syrupy, sweet, little bit of honey that picked up in the beginning. I will say this: when they first both hit your palate, they are kind of watery thin, and you almost don't get anything for the first beat or two, especially on this one. But then the immediate after the immediate thing that hits you when you first start to get a flavor note is a bitter tannic. This has a buttery rich creaminess and sweetness that hits first. And just a way more enjoyable drinking experience. Nose didn't change. Yeah. Better sweetness all the way through. Richness. I will say that this kind of falls off a cliff at the end. You get a little bit of proof at the end, a little pepper on the back end of that. This does have that tannic bitterness, but it doesn't hit until the very last part of the finish. This has just way more sweetness in the way that it presents. So this one was impacted by this into the drinking experience. Now we're going to go back to this one so that this one will impact how this one tastes. We'll see how that goes. In the nose, it just keeps getting more and more sweet. Confectioner sugar sweet. But this almost smells. Hopefully I'm not convincing myself. This almost smells like it has that bitter sourness to it of a tannic oak. Starting to mellow out a little bit, but this definitely has a bitterness that starts in the beginning of the palate and runs all the way through it. So it's like a bitter sourness. It's just not as awesome. This brand new one with the neck pour is way better, in my opinion. So if you can get your hands on an Elmer T. Lee right now that was released in 2024, I would say that that is a much better release than the 2023. It just has way more of a sour, bitter barrel impact compared to this one, even though this one, the 24, has a much darker color. I mean, it's a good 3 shades darker, I would say. So there you go. There is definitely a flavor drift. I would prefer the 2024, but hey, $28.79. I'm not going to bitch either way. They're both pretty good for that price point. Some of the bigger distributions like Wild Turkey and stuff, like their prices might have gone up by like $1 or $2, $3 over the last couple of years. Because Elmer T. Lee is not as big of a release. To not see it go through the roof is quite nice. Like, there's people that are gouging you on secondary and whatever else. But if you can get it for MSRP, I would say in most states you're getting it for like 30 to 30, it's like $35, $40 if you're getting it for a reasonable price. Some people are paying 60, 80. I don't think it's worth that much. Personally, I think there's much better whiskey at that price point. But if you're, under $40 and you don't have one on the shelf and you kind of want one, I'd say it's worth it. If you can get the 2024, I think you'll be much happier with your money spent. And there you go. There's my comparison of Elmer T. Lee. Next, we will do, what did I say? Blanton's will be next. So stay tuned for that one. As always, and if I didn't say, this is 90 proof. So this is the lowest proof of the comparisons that we have. I'm going to go up in order of proof. So that's why we're doing that. So as always, thanks for watching. Drop in the comments down below anything you guys have to say about that. Any thoughts, feelings you want to share, experiences. Go ahead, throw it all in the comments down below. I'm always here to talk with you guys and respond and whatever else. So thanks for watching. You guys have yourselves a great day, and we'll catch you in the next video.